What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into TTP Sports, and holy shit, a game for the Phillies that was not stressful whatsoever. They actually took care of business, they didn't make you sweat it out, and the game was fairly quick, by the way. It was actually like just above 2 hours, so a nice quick game. Offense did its job. Christopher Sanchez, he was a bit off today, like he was against the New York Mets. He was able to go longer in this game than in the game that he had in New York, but still the command was a little bit all over the place. He still got the job done at the end of the day, and the bullpen guys that you did bring in was more of your low leverage relievers. No stressful innings. Those guys did their job. They got the job done, and you also relied a little bit on the home run ball today. Kyle Schwarber, 3-run shot. Max Kepler solo shot. JT Realmuto solo shot. Overall, turned out to be a pretty stress-free day overall. So not really going to complain much about this game. It's a nice one. They didn't do anything too egregious in this game, I guess, if you want to go after Trey Turner for his errant throws at shortstop today, even though the runners beat out the throws in general. So, but people are probably going to harp on those in general just because it's Trey Turner and he is the scapegoat of this Phillies team right now. Not saying it's not warranted. I'm definitely not saying that, but it just, he's definitely the scapegoat of the Phillies team and for everybody's anger so far. But not going to harp on all that stuff. It's a nitpicky detail in a game like today where there was basically no competition. The Nationals really just didn't have anything to give at all in today's game, and you did your job. And you did your job. Overall, you took care of a team that is not that good, and you won a series, and now you do have a chance to sweep this series tomorrow with Taijuan Walker on the mound. Granted, that is not guaranteed with Taijuan Walker on the mound, but still, it's a series win nonetheless, and that's what they say in the case of 162 win series. That's what you got to do at the end of the day. So, before we get into the rest of today, everybody, if you are new to the channel, I recommend you hitting that subscribe button. It does me such a great deal of service. You can also drop a like and leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can also use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Great deal. Do not pass it up. And also leave a follow at TTP Sports on TikTok and Instagram for all the other good content there. So, Phillies win tonight by a score of 7-2 over the Washington Nationals. Game was very short, so that was very nice. I wish I was at today's game rather than last night's because the game went by very quickly. So Christopher Sanchez night, he went 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts on 87 pitches. Command was just a little bit all over the place for Christopher Sanchez. He had some long innings, he had some short innings. It was just, not fully there, not fully, with the strike zone, because a lot of his misses with the strike zone were very bad in today's game, and he got into a lot of full counts in the later stages of his outing, so probably makes sense just to go to the bullpen, especially with a bigger lead, and just let Christopher Sanchez go on a higher note there. So that's, it was good because the rest of the bullpen, they did fine. Jose Ruiz, he did his job. He pitched an inning and a third, 2 strikeouts, 13 pitches. He got the job done nice and quickly. Tanner Banks, he went an inning and 2/3, struck out 4, 27 pitches for him, so good stuff there. And then Hernandez closed the game out in the 9th. With only 8 pitches, 7 of those strikes. The Nationals were basically just trying to get back to the hotel at that point with the way they were getting very quick outs. Overall, with the Phillies offense, Phillies had 10 hits in today's game. Bryson Stott, he goes 5 for 2 with an RBI, so once again, really good in the leadoff spot. Trey Turner, not as productive offensively as he was the past couple of games. He goes 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Bryce Harper, he goes 1 for 3 with a walk. Kyle Schwarber, he goes 1 for 3 with a 3-run shot in the bottom of the first inning. He also had a walk in today's game. Nick Castellanos, he goes 1 for 4 with an RBI. JT Realmuto, he goes 2 for 4 with a solo shot. Max Kepler, he goes 1 for 4 with a home run. He also had a chance at another home run earlier on in the game that just died right at the warning track right in front of the bullpen, so he honestly could have had 2 in today's game if he just got a little bit lucky. Edmundo Sosa, he went 0 for 4. He played for Alec Bohm today, so that's definitely interesting. And Johan Rojas, I guess his bat continues to stay hot relatively. He goes 2 for 4 in today's game. Phillies overall as a team, they go 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They left 6 runners on base, and if we just look at the totality of today's game, bottom of the first inning, Bryson Stott and Trey Turner get on to lead off that inning, and then Kyle Schwarber's 3-run shot. Then more runs come later on in the ball game in the bottom of the 4th inning. JT with a leadoff single, Rojas with a single, so you got first and second base with 2 outs for Bryson Stott. He then singles in the center field, scores JT, and the Phillies take a 4-1 lead. Nationals, they do get on the board in the early stages as well. Top 3, Lau with a 2-out double that scored a run, made it 3-1. Phillies eventually responded, made it 4-1. Nationals in the top of the 5th inning. Infield single, a couple of singles in a row basically, and then a fielder's choice scores another run for the Nationals. It becomes 4-2 there, and then Christopher Sanchez, it limits the damage in the top of the 5th. Bottom 5 for the Phillies, they do respond. Bryce Harper with a leadoff double, then Nick Castellanos drives him home after Kyle Schwarber advances him to third base. Becomes a 5-2 Phillies lead there. Bottom 6, Max Kepler leads off that inning with a solo shot. Becomes 6-2, and then bottom of the 8th inning, JT Realmuto hits his solo shot to make it 7-2, and that's basically your ball game. Really quick. Besides like the couple of innings for the Nationals where they got their base runners, the bullpen really came in and did their job. You know, that's the first time we really said that at all this year. Ruiz in the top of the 6th inning had a 1-2-3. Top of the 7th inning was a 1-2-3 with Ruiz and Banks combined. Top of the 8th was a 1-2-3 inning for Banks, and then top of the 9th was a 1-2-3 inning for Hernandez. So that's probably the cleanest bullpen appearances that I've seen out of like inconsistency or consecutive bullpen like innings in a row of clean shutdown innings I've seen from this bullpen this year. Like, that is something that we haven't said basically all season long. And it's not from your high leverage guys, it's from your low leverage guys. So good for them. Just good for them at that point. So you never know at this point with how bad this bullpen is that you're going to get those clean innings. So just good, just overall good. And overall, it's just this is more of a feel good. This is a game that you feel better about instead of like last night's win where it was very ugly. The game was very stupid. This is more of a game that you feel better after winning. Definitely that. Offense did its job. Your offense responded with the Nationals, got some runs on the board, and your bullpen comes in after Christopher Sanchez struggles a little bit with his command. Your low leverage guys come in. They get the job done. They get a lot of clean innings in there, and you do your job. That's basically it. You do your job. It's a quick game. You get to go back home earlier than probably normal. And, yeah, that's the most important part of the day. You win the series, and you do have a chance to sweep tomorrow. And if we do look at the pitching matchups for tomorrow night's game, it's going to be Taijuan Walker going up against Brad Lord. Brad Lord, he is a relief pitcher turned starter at this point, it looks like. He has a 4.67 ERA, and I think he has an 0-3 record on the season. And just looking at his starts, so yeah, he's definitely a bullpen arm converted starter. He went, just looking at his stat line, he did face the Phillies earlier this year. That was in the 3rd game of the season. He didn't record an out, it looked like, from the looks of it. Yeah, he did not record an out in that game right there. But then goes an inning, then goes 3 innings, then goes 4 1/3, then goes 4 innings. So he hasn't surpassed come close to 5 innings yet. So he's a bullpen guy turned starter. 2 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 0 earned runs. So he's a guy that you can get to. And for Taijuan Walker specifically, he is 1-2 with a 2.78 ERA. In his last start against the Chicago Cubs, he only went 3 innings because he threw so many pitches, allowed 6 hits with 2 earned runs in that outing, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. He's not allowing a lot of runs in his outings. It's just that he's not going deep in the ball games. That's really it, because he's throwing so many pitches. So maybe this is a day where he could figure out to go a little bit deeper into the ball game. Maybe you go 5 innings, maybe you go 6 innings. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with Taijuan Walker. But like I said, the most important part is that you won the series, and Lord is a right-handed pitcher. So most likely you'll be getting Bryson Stott back at the lead-up spot again tomorrow. Most likely the same exact lineup that you had today. So, like I said, this game went by very quickly. There was nothing to stress about. There was really nothing to overly complain about, like I said, except for, a couple of those throws by Trey Turner, even though the runners at first base beat it out before the throw even got there. So that's definitely going to be talked about, and people are going to harp on Trey Turner because he didn't get a hit in today's game, because a lot of the major Trey Turner defenders have been, he's been getting hits this past couple of games, so that's what they've really been dying on the hill on. And then, basically the whole back and forth with the Trey Turner lovers and the Trey Turner haters at this point. I probably put more of myself as a traitor and a defender, but still, I can understand the criticism. I just think it goes a little bit too far with some of the criticism. That's just my standpoint. But yeah, really nothing else to complain about. Like I said, stress-free game, and I was basically working during the entire thing. I was editing a lot during this game, so edited stuff for Russ, edited Brodes' Bleacher Report pod, and now I'm gonna have to wait for him to do his Phillies recap. So basically, just gotta wait and see until what happens there. So yeah, there's really nothing else. Oh, here you go. You got some breaking news right here from the Phillies. Got some breaking news right here. So Ranger Suarez, he'll make his season debut on Sunday against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So intriguing, definitely intriguing. I did think Rob Thompson brought about possibly going to a 6-man rotation. I did think he said that was on the dockets, possibly a 6-man rotation, and maybe that's just in line with the way Christopher Sanchez has been pitching in his past couple of starts. So maybe you throw Ranger in there, you get some guys an extra day of rest. Maybe that's something for Nola, maybe that's something for Wheeler or something like that for Taiwan as well. So most likely we'll be seeing the Phillies go with a 6-man rotation to for the next couple of weeks until, you know, maybe they fully flesh out the rotation, because I don't see them putting Ranger in the bullpen, even though that probably makes a little bit too much sense to put Ranger Suarez in the bullpen. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. They're most likely going with a 6-man rotation at this point. So, hey, it'll be exciting to see him make his season debut. I will be going to that game on Sunday, actually. I thought that was originally going to be a Zach Wheeler start, but now it's going to be a Ranger Suarez start. So, we'll see. We'll see. And after tomorrow's game against the Washington Nationals, with Taijuan Walker on the mound, they play a 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the first game in that series, it's Jesus Luzardo against Merrill Kelly. Then it's Aaron Nola against Pfaadt. And then now will be Ranger Suarez against Eduardo Rodriguez. So looking at the Diamondbacks pitching staff just to see what they've been doing. Merrill Kelly, he's 3-1 with a 4.41 ERA. Pfaadt, he is 5-1 with a 2.78 ERA, so it looks like he's been one of their better pitchers. And then Eduardo Rodriguez is 1-3 with a 6.06 ERA, so he has not been good for the Diamondbacks. He also did give up 8 earned runs against the Mets in his last start, so that definitely makes sense why his ERA is that inflated. My God. My God. And then you have an off day on Monday. So there you go. And after the Arizona series, you go to Tampa Bay in the minor league ballpark to play the Rays. Then you go to Cleveland as well. You have an off day on Monday, so that's nice to see. And then you come back home for another homestand, and you go out west, actually, with Colorado and the Athletics. Then you come back home with Atlanta and Milwaukee, then so on and so forth. The rest of the schedule. So, non-stressful day for the Phillies. This recap's probably going to be very short, because it was a very short game. There's really not much to talk about. It was just a non-stressful day. The Phillies did their job. Thankfully. The Phillies did their job. So, yep. Rob Thompson says Ranger Suarez will start on Sunday. Then Jesus Luzardo and Aaron Nola start on Saturday. So, yeah, that'll be a little bit exciting right there. Hopefully that'll be some good stuff from Ranger. He has been pitching good in his rehab starts, so I'm not sure if he's most likely going to be limited at some point. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do. But, yeah, hopefully he performs well, because I'll be going there on Sunday. Oh, boy. But, yeah, it definitely would be nice to try to get the sweep tomorrow, just going into a series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And for the Diamondbacks in general, what's their record? They're 15-14, and they're currently playing the Mets right now, and they're beating the Mets by a score of 2-1. So I think the thing with the Diamondbacks is their offense is still very good. It's still their pitching that's been their biggest issue, I think, for just in the most parts. I want to look at some of their stats this year, like pitching-wise overall. Like, look at some of their starters, ERAs, and all that stuff. Brendan Pfaadt has the best starter ERA, it looks like. Where is Zach Allen? Yeah, Zach Allen hasn't been good for them. He's got a 5.5. Yeah, their starting pitching has not been the best, and their bullpen hasn't been the best either from the looks of it. Pfaadt is their starter with the best ERA at 2.78. Merrill Kelly has the above 4 ERA. Rodriguez has the above 6 ERA. Zach Allen has above 5. Corbin Burns has an above 4 ERA. A bullpen arm for them, Ryan Nelson, has an almost 6 ERA. This guy has a 2.25. This guy has a 0. This guy Thompson has a 4 ERA. Justin Martinez has a sub 1 ERA. So they got some good arms in the bullpen, but a lot of those guys have very inflated ERAs. So I wonder where they rank team-wise ERA. I'm sure their bullpen is their bullpen one of the worst in the league. I'm not entirely sure. I want to see some team stats actually. Team stats. Let's go to team pitching here on ESPN. See where their ERA ranks in baseball. So the worst team ERA. I guess this is not going to filter with overall stuff. Well, according to ESPN team ERA, the Diamondbacks have the 7th worst team ERA in baseball. So yeah, their pitching has not been good. Their pitching just overall has not been good. I'm just looking at some other teams. Who has the best team ERA? The Mets. The Mets, that makes sense because of their bullpen. Even though I do think the Mets starting rotation will come back down to the mean, yeah, that makes sense. Their pitching has been nasty. The Padres pitching has been very good. The Tigers pitching has been good. Texas, Houston, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Tampa, Minnesota, San Fran, the Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Phillies are basically middle of the pack. They have the best, basically the 15th best, 14th best, whatever team ERA. I'm not entirely sure of their anything else. Where are the Diamondbacks at in offense wise? They have the 15th best batting average team wise on base percentage. They have the 8th best on base percentage, slugging percentage. They have the 4th best that is slug. And they have the 4th best OPS, so they basically slug. That's what the Diamondbacks do. They got 40 home runs on the year. That's 5th best in baseball. Yeah, they're a slugging team. That's what they are. So, it's probably why they have the record that they do have. That's probably mainly due to their pitching not being the best. But, yeah, we'll see where it gets there. We do have one voicemail here on the Anytime Hotline, so we might as well get to that and wrap up this quicker stream than normal. But like I said, it's because nothing really happened with today that was overly critical. So we can ride off into the sunset today with a quick stream and a quick recap. So let's get to Steven's voicemail here. It's nice and short. It's 55 seconds. So let's get to it.
Hey, Amadeo. So nice win today. No controversy, no bullshit. They just got the win today. You'll love to see that. A nice stress-free day of baseball. Here's my major takeaway from today, yesterday, and this year regarding Schwarber. There is no way you can let that guy walk out the door. I mean, you just have to pay him what he wants, man. I mean, if you let him walk out that door, that is just an epic failure, man. I mean, that guy, the production he's given you since 22 when he first came to this team has been unreal. I mean, just such a great player to watch every day, man. I mean, they just got to get him back. I mean, if they want to keep their window open or if they don't want to have success in the near future, they got to bring Schwarber back. He is just too good to let go of. Have a good night.
I appreciate the call. Yeah, Schwarber's definitely making that case to, he's having a very good year so far with in a contract year, especially with the home run ball. How many home runs does he have this year now? 8? 8 it looks like. He's got 20 RBIs. He's got a 910 OPS. What's his on-base percentage like? His on-base and stuff, and after that, 398 on base, so almost 400 there. He's got a 538 slug. So yeah, Schwarber's doing Schwarber things. He's probably going to have another at least 35, 40-plus home run season with the rate that he's going right now. And, yeah, he's going to be doing a contract extension. Are the Phillies going to be the one that do it? I kind of hope they do, but I don't know what they're going to do. So I don't know if they're going to do it early. I don't know if they're going to wait till the offseason or something like that. I'm not sure what they're going to do. So that's just a wait and see type of thing, I guess. Yeah, I think that's basically it. No other calls, no other text messages. It's 9:30. Might as well let you guys off earlier than normal. So yeah, Michael, how you doing? In the chat. Much better game from the Phillies tonight. We were going to get a non-stressful game every once in a while. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, we're due. With all the stressing that we do as Philadelphia fans, we do deserve a stress-free game once in a while. And thankfully, they provided that today. But still, it would be nice to see a sweep tomorrow, and I'm not sure how stressful that game tomorrow will be. So, we'll see. So, that'll do it for tonight, everybody. Appreciate you all for tuning in as always. Shorter stream than normal. But that's what happens when you have a very quick game with nothing stressful happening and no gigantic talking points. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It does me a great deal of service. And also use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SEATGEEK. Great deal. Do not pass it up. So, yeah, that'll do it tonight, everybody. Appreciate you.